Hey guys, what is going on? It is Chris here. Once again, we are looking ahead to today's slate for the 29th of April. Hope you guys all did a pretty good last night. We got absolutely screwed. We picked two or three really bad plays, unfortunately, and it was a bad one for us. Evan Fournier absolutely sucks as an NBA player. Covington can't even score in 1 point in 32 minutes, so that guy's awesome as well. And then Dean Wade, man, I was all over him, and they played the dude like 12 minutes. Like, I don't know, man. Like I said, I get Dean Wade wasn't really, why would you pick him? The dude was $3,500, got 31 minutes last time out. Uh, Three of their power forwards and centers were absolutely out, not playing. So hey, Dean Wade should get some backup minutes for sure. Well, he did last game. Did he this game? No, he did not. So that was awesome. So yeah, we had three guys just, honestly took a crap on us. So awesome, awesome for sure. MLB, same thing kind of happened. We scored a 140, and our pitcher left in the first inning. Yeah, apparently he had an issue. Yeah, so he left in the first. We absolutely killed it on MLB. Came up like literally 2 or 3 points short in a 50-50 with our pitcher not even playing at all. So obviously, if he would have played, we easily could have scored a 165, 175, somewhere around there. So yeah, it was just one of those days that is like one of those freak things that happen, especially in MLB. But like I said, we're going to get through this one. It was just a little bump in the road, but overall, we still have been doing pretty good. Like I said, definitely today was kind of a freak day, and it happens once in a while for sure. So, but overall, like I said, still been doing good. Would love for you guys to come join us. All you need to do, hit us up on our Twitter. Like I said, you guys been watching the videos last, week and a half. If you go scroll down, almost every single day we have been cashing very easily in almost everything. So besides hiccup the last day or two, it has been doing very, very well for us. So yeah, come join us right here. This is all you guys need to know. Message us to get in on either one of these. All you need to do, Twitter's down there below. Click that link, and we'll get you guys all set up. Yeah, we'd love to have you guys for sure. So come make some money. Like I said, MLB has definitely been very, very good for us for sure. So let's go get into today. So we got a ton of injuries. Could be like a backup day for sure. A lot of these guys could be playing for the first time this season. Case in point, Dallas and Detroit. This should be where most of the value is. So we got Luka questionable. We have Finney, Josh Richardson, Porzingis, Maxi Kleba. They're all questionable. On the flip side, Plumlee's out, Grant's out. And Corey Joseph is out. So as I've been saying the last couple times, whenever Detroit sits their guys, Kalion Hayes, Josh Jackson, Bay is kind of like the fourth one out there, kind of the wild card play. Then obviously Isaiah Stewart. So I'll probably say it a couple more times, but play Detroit for sure. And if all those guys are out for Dallas, I think Trey Burke comes into play at $4,200. He's been looking pretty good. I think he'll be popular even if just Luka's out. But Trey Burke come into play, Jalen Brunson, Tim Hardaway, all those guys come into play for sure. And then maybe even Nicola Melli if all those guys are out. He's more of a pure shooter though, so I'm not too high on him. But Trey Burke, Brunson, and Tim Hardaway, those guys are all shooters for the most part, so I'm a little worried about them, but I think they all could do half decent here. Frank Jackson also may get some couple minutes at 3-9. Don't know if you guys heard that in the background. It's like our tsunami alarm. So don't be alarmed. Anyway, we got Brooklyn and Indiana. Yeah, so anyway, check that Dallas and Detroit game. That should be where all the chalk comes from because there's so much value there. Brooklyn, Indiana. We'll have to see how this one goes. Indiana kind of look like crap, and Brooklyn's kind of getting their stuff together. They have been for the most part, but they're playing pretty good here. Brogdon absolutely screwed everyone, so I expect him to have very low ownership here. You got Irving and KD. Both these guys have been playing pretty good. Irving against Toronto wasn't great, but overall, don't mind him. Is it going to be close? That's the only question there. KD's minutes are finally going up a little bit, so I do like seeing that. This dude here has been killing it at 6'8", though. It's a little much. He had 5 blocks and 2 steals, so that's why he has so many points. Jeff Green's been good. 6K is a little much. So, yeah, Irving and KD are the main guys to look at. If it's a blowout, obviously, that's the only concern. Edmund Sumner, man, he sucked. Brogdon sucked, so I expect them to have a little bit lower ownership just because everyone's a little ticked off at them. So I don't mind them. It's still taking on Brooklyn, a fast-paced game, so they could stick with them, but also Brooklyn could absolutely kill them since we saw what Portland did to them the other night. Milwaukee and Houston in this one. Giannis is probable. I mean, who knows if this game even stays close. He could honestly only play 23 minutes. Still could get you, 50, 55 points here. So still got to look at him. I still don't mind looking at Wood or Kelly Olynyk. They're both very expensive. So I may not have a ton of them, but they're still very good options since Houston really doesn't have a ton of players. This one could be a blowout, and who knows, Lamb, Jeffries, all those guys could come in. They're not in play. I'm just saying that could absolutely screw you over on Wood and Kelly Olynyk. So that's the only bad thing there. Overall, I don't have a ton in this one. Like I said, Wood and Olynyk, I like them both, but they're very expensive in a potential blowout game. Who knows how much they're really going to play those guys in a blowout. So I'm a little cautious on them. They're good plays ish, but a little cautious for sure. Golden State, Minnesota. Golden State, my goodness, man. They made it look a little bit better than it was, but they scored, 29 points in the first half against Dallas the other night. I mean, they screwed us hard. We had 2 or 3 guys from that game, and obviously they didn't need any of them in the third or fourth quarter, so everyone sat. So we got screwed over and lost by 6 just a couple days ago. Yeah, I mean, look at Curry again. I don't mind Curry, Russell, Wiggins. All of them are at play. If Mulder starts, maybe look at him in the GPP. Kelly could be out, so but Kent's 5'3". Edwards could be worth a look. And that's really it. So I'm looking at Curry, Russell, Wiggins, maybe Mulder in the GPP, and that is kind of who I'm looking at in that one. All right, Toronto and Denver. And this one, another one should be pretty good. Compazos. Told you guys he was a solid play last night. Had a 46 too. I spent up on my point guard, so kind of missed out on that one there. Unfortunately, Fred, he's been terrible. I've been high on him last 2 games, but he's been trash. Porter loving the dude as normal. We got OG at 7-2. He's looking good as well. He's finally getting his shot around. If you remember in the beginning of the year, this guy could not shoot at all. But finally, getting it going. So OG, Porter, like those two. Jokic at 10-9 is pretty dang cheap, and then Kim Birch at 5-9. Don't mind looking at him either. New Orleans and OKC to finish it off. Lonzo, not many people had him last night. My goodness, dude went off for 62.4 against Denver. Had a triple-double. We'll see about this one. OKC did lose, 14 in a row. Then they finally did win one. So New Orleans really not that great of a team either. So maybe this one stays relatively ish competitive. But I think people definitely do chase Lonzo in this one. Ty Jerome at only 4-2. Like I said, I think there'd be enough value on that Dallas. You don't really need to go this way, but if you need to, he's been okay recently. And New Orleans team defense is kind of trash. Dort, another guy that I think could get you 35-40 if he plays here. Looks like he's been playing on and off once in a while, but whenever he does play, he has a pretty high usage rate and usually gets it done. Not crazy done the last 2 games, but I could see getting 35-40 in this one against New Orleans if he plays. Moving on, power forward Zion. I think he's wearing out a little bit. He's not looking great. He's scoring a ton, but I mean, 1 and 2 rebounds in his last 2 games for a massive dude like Zion. Maybe his legs aren't feeling too great right now, right? So, I mean, 3 rebounds in 2 games. That's not great. You can look at him. OKC sucks, but Zion is kind of up and down right now. Darius Bazley, another guy getting pretty good usage rate, all around kind of player. Another guy shot wasn't that great in the beginning of the year, but turning it around a little bit, so don't mind him. And that's mostly it. If Adams is out, definitely got to look at Willie Hernon, only if he starts, but I don't think we're going to get any word on that. So let's go get into it here. So guys, I'm looking at Irving's okay. I think Curry could be good. He's been iffy the last couple games, so I'm a little hesitant on him, but he's obviously in a good spot. Lonzo's in a good spot. Edmund Sumner, half decent. Compazos, got to look at him again at 4-6. Then obviously, like I said, with Dallas and Detroit, check those guys out. Trey Burke comes into play. Killian Hayes once again could come into play. He hasn't been looking crazy good. His shot's been not great. But I'd probably pick Trey Burke, and I think 80% of people would as well. Shooting guards, Russell, Wiggins, both of them are solid plays. Russell has more upside. Wiggins more of a cash game play. Josh Jackson comes into play at 56. Brunson comes into play, a little bit of Tim Hardaway. Like I said, all depending on if those guys are out for Dallas, which I wouldn't be surprised. As I mentioned in my last couple of videos, Dallas has been playing a massive amount of games recently, and I wouldn't be surprised. I thought for sure last game they give Luka the day off, but they didn't. So we'll have to see here. And I was watching an interview with Carlisle. He doesn't really want to talk about it. He gets asked every day if people are sitting, who's playing. He's like, I don't know. Don't ask me. We'll find out tomorrow. So he's obviously getting asked a ton of questions. Small forward, like I said, I do like Porter quite a bit. You got Edwards, not bad. OG Anunoby at 7-2 is solid at lower ownership. If Dort plays, I could see him in a GPP. Mulder, GPP only. And that's kind of what we're looking at in that area. Going over to the power forward position. Like I said, I think if everything goes to plan, you could easily probably go get like a Giannis Jokic combo there. So I could see that happening. Like I said, don't mind looking at Stewart at 5,900. Let's go back to Josh Jackson. Go put him in there for you as well. So like I said, you could. I think depending on what's going on, you could probably get both those big boys in there. And like I said, maybe go get like a Trey Burke and a Brunson, and I think that's it. Is there any small forward for Dallas? Um, I don't know. Is that his brother? I don't know. It probably is. I'm kind of dumb. Could be. But yeah, they don't really have any power forwards on here if those guys are out. So that's kind of what we're looking at. And like I said, probably go Jokic as your big boy. That still gives you a 6-2 left if you don't want to go there, Kelly. But like I said, blowout concern. Cam Birch is solid, but that's basically it. So I do expect Jokic to have very high ownership here tonight. Like I said, even in a blowout with Giannis, even if he plays 25, 28 minutes, I still think he gives you, 50, 55 points, which isn't too crazy. But with the lack of stars out here today, I think he could be in a half decent spot. Like I said, a Curry and Irving, but they really rely on their scoring. Giannis, as we know, he can get everything he wants to. So, yeah, Detroit and Dallas, like I said, watch that Dallas news for sure. And that is where all the chalk should come from. So, all right, guys, that is it. Like I said, it was a crap night. Unfortunately, we had 3 guys score 9 points. Just one of those days, unfortunately. And like I said, MLB still scored a 140 with our pitcher not even playing the first inning because he had some injuries. And so, yeah, like I said, easy 165, 170 for him. For us, an easy cash everywhere if that didn't happen. But a heartbreak, it happens once in a while. But besides that, MLB has been absolutely killing it. So, like I said, here you go. Here's everything you need to know. Message us to get in on Twitter. We'll be down there in the comment section below. And we'll definitely love to help you guys out. And, yeah, like I said, that combo right there for NBA MLB for 150 is honestly absolutely cheap. A lot of people have been stocking up on that because like I said, you can easily make that back in 2 or 3 days. So, yeah, come join us for sure. All right, guys, that's it. Once again, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And we'll see you guys a little bit later on.